Greetings, everyone. Namaste. Welcome. Welcome with love to all love. We will continue our journey today with revision and practice. And we have a great opportunity to come share what we have learned, what we have liked, and our unique experiences through all these um, practices. And for all who are not presenting, are participating, they have a great opportunity to integrate all that we have learned. It is huge and it is transformational and it is permanent. It's a way of life that once we learn to understand ourselves, once we learn to understand the creation and our bigger existence, we can live it and make best of it. So, um, remaining next 7 weeks, we will be meeting once in a week, but remaining days are for our own practice, for our own self to reflect how well and easily we are able to live these practices. So starting with day 1 today, we have Deep Malaji to present on centering in the heart, first week practice, what she has found in this journey with week 1. So I would like to welcome her and Shaileshji to because he has been a great help guiding us, also leading this program from for revision for all of us to come. So let us know how you want to participate, how you want to present or lead, and whatever is works with you. So just let us know. So yes, Shailesh, welcome. We need to help
Thank you.
Deep
Thank you.
Malaji with her background.
Yes, yes. It's easy. It's easy. Don't worry. Deepmalaji, what you can do is are you on laptop? Just unmute yourself. Unmute. Yeah. In your video settings,
Yes, sir.
not the background, video settings, there is a
Mm-hmm.
setting for mirror my video.
Hmm.
Just unclick
Okay.
it. Just unclick that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Now you put the background on. Yeah.
Mm,
Put the background first, then you do the
Yeah. Now do
settings and then mirror.
now do that setting. Mirror my video.
okay. Sorry about this.
No, no problem.
Again, go to videos. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Okay. Now I'm good. Thank
Yeah.
you, sir.
Yeah. Now you have to, yeah. No, you still didn't get that.
You need to
Hmm?
check that small little box that is there.
There is a
But it
box.
is showing me. It is showing me the correct thing, visual
Uh,
effect on
I
my
mean, you
screen.
have to uncheck. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, on my screen it is showing me correct. I don't know. My screen
Uh,
it is showing me properly.
okay.
Is it upside down?
No, it's horizontally flipped. So
Is
it's
it?
mirrored. Basically, it is mirrored.
Okay, so if I remove it, then it is now. How is it, sir?
It didn't change.
No, you need to just exit that window also. So go to that,
Okay, okay,
do uncheck,
okay.
and then
Is it back?
you exit the window.
How is that now? I can't see myself, so
No,
I'm
it's
usually on the phone, sir. Huh?
uh,
Shall I remove
it's
it then?
it's okay. Let it be that way. It doesn't matter. This is what
Because
Babaji
I can't.
wants. Let's go with the flow. This is
Because Balaji set it up for me, and he is actually
uh,
not here. There was
okay. No
something
problem.
urgent,
Yeah, no
so he
problem.
had
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Baba is saying read Unified 2026 like that, or read like this 2026 and then understand what next is.
Yeah.
But
Read
I'm
it either
really
way.
surprised.
It's the same.
I'm surprised because to me it looks correct in my. Uh, yeah, I checked it.
Hmm.
Maybe if you exit and then join again.
Okay, I'll do that then. I'll
Hmm.
exit and join again.
So meanwhile, we just understand that we have open floor to ask questions from any chapters, and to present anything that we found in these 8 weeks, and what clicked. In Hindi group, when we did this revision, many people presented and they shared their own examples, what they found. So it was enlightening to and too much of fun. Deepmalaji has joined.
Yes. I will just make her co-host as well.
Still looks
Atmavandan,
like
Shailesh,
Yeah,
Preeti
yeah.
ma'am. So what should I do? Should I remove the screen?
Yeah, just
No,
you
it's
can
okay.
remove the background if you want. Yeah,
Remove the
that's
background.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We have Nandita ji raised her
Yes.
hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
So
All right. All right. So let me start the session now. The session that we had in the Hindi group earlier this week was an awesome experience. It was really wonderful,
yes.
and we all enjoyed the authenticity of the presentations. Everyone presented the way they understand the course and in their own language. That was the most beautiful part. It was really so authentic experience sharing and presentation. So I'm hoping that we will continue to do that in the English session also. And Deepmala ji, of course, is one of our bright students. And so we will experience Deepmala ji's explanation today, summary of the course, and also she will lead us through the practice session as well. And after that, once Deepmala ji finishes, then we will also get some wisdom from Ajay Nayak ji, right? So that's another bonus for all of us. So let's all just be ready here. The floor is over to you, Deepmala ji.
Thank you so much, Shailesh sir. Atmavandan, Preeti ji, Atmavandan, Shailesh ji, Atmavandan, all masters. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm Deepmala, and I have been on spiritual path for a very long time, and I'm the proverbial slow tortoise because I'm slowly on this path and slowly doing things. Unified resonates with me very deeply because so many practices and teachings which sort of set you free to do your own thing are really dear to my heart. So this is the very platform where I always feel I should have been from before, but now that I'm here, I'm really grateful. And thank you for be keeping this forum open for us and creating such a wonderful space. So I love stories, and I'll start with a little story. This is the story of a, a lion which grew up among sheep. So, growing up among sheep, he became a vegetarian, he became very docile, he became timid, and also very cowardly. So, once there was an older lion who was hungry, so he came uh, to attack this herd of sheep where this lion grew up among sheep. So, uh, he had all the qualities of sheep, so he was grazing with them. And there was a large lion who was hungry, so he came and pounced upon these sheep to satiate his hunger. To his surprise, in this group of sheep was a full grown, mature, young adult lion who was cowering and running away along with the sheep. He was scared for his life. He was bleating like the sheep. And this surprised the older lion. He then, instead of, thinking about his hunger, uh, ran after the sheep lion, I will call him, because he was raised by the sheep. He dragged the sheep lion and took him away to the end of the forest where there was a lake. When the sheep lion and the older lion stood at the edge of the water, they saw their images. And in those images, both looked almost alike. Both had powerful bodies. Both were magnificent and gorgeous. So the sheep lion was so shocked and surprised, he couldn't believe this was his image. All his life he spent thinking he is a sheep. And then here he was cowering and bleating in front of this roaring lion. The sheep lion then cowered and said, "Please don't kill me." But the larger lion said, "Look again, look into the water. What do you see? Don't you see you are just like me? We are both same." And the sheep lion blinked, looked again, and it was true. It was true. The older lion then used all his persuasive powers to convince the young lion, the sheep lion, that he was indeed the king of the jungle. He was the ruler. The sheep lion then tried to roar. Initially, he could only bleat. And finally, after a lot of practice, he was able to roar a large, thunderous roar that reverberated through the whole jungle. So, this is what Unified is trying to do to us. It is trying to remind us of who we are. We are these magnificent, incredible, wonderful creation of divine, but we have forgotten our true nature. So this book, step by step, guides us to merely finding our own divinity, finding it back, because it's already in us. It's not hidden, or it's not asleep, yet we are not in touch with it. So this story reminds of us of who we are, who we really, really are. So Babaji in this book, Unified, A Course on Truth and Practical Guidance from Babaji channel by Roger Lanphier, is a similar reminder for us to develop our abilities to know our true authentic self. So today we are revising and revisiting the chapter Centering in the Heart. Babaji lovingly starts this chapter by telling us that you are more beautiful than you ever imagined. Just like the sheep lion, we have forgotten. We are cowering in fear. We are cowardly. We are bleating instead of roaring. So he just reminds us that you're more beautiful than you ever imagined. And you are a flower of heaven in full bloom. And for some reason, you have forgotten that divine truth about yourself. So, all our life, we were told by all the people around us that we are made in the image of God. Even an ant is made in the image of God. Even a tree is made in the image of God. And we are also made in the image of God. But we couldn't relate to this truth. We couldn't understand if it was true. We were just giving lip service to it. And probably till now also we are giving lip service to it. So, Unified is such a book that it is allowing us to understand this truth slowly, step by step, by merely allowing us to experience this by small baby steps. And We need baby steps because if suddenly somebody was to give me a very big responsibility, I would suddenly be very scared. I would not be able to go ahead and do it. I would have so many questions. Therefore, if you give me a small responsibility and slowly by slowly increase it, I would willingly do it, right? So that's why here Babaji has used this technique where step by step, slowly, he's increasing our capacity so that at a certain point we will be able to understand our own divine truth. So since we know that we are made in the image of God, we are able to say, I am made in the image of God. We say it very easily, but understanding the depth of this sentence is the key to understanding our own self. I am made in the image of God. So that means at present I am already made. It is not that I will be made or that I was made. At present, I am already the image of God. And nothing can change this fact. Nothing I do or nothing what happens around me or nothing anybody says to me or does can change this fact. But since we are not centered, we are not connected with ourselves, we easily get swayed and we fall away from the center and we think that we are not connected, we are not, uh, then we forget that we are in the image of God actually. So at present we keep forgetting this fact because we are able to understand this world or this life from a very from this physical self which has a very limited perception. Our eyes can only see a certain frequency, our ears can only hear a certain decibels of the hertz of certain decibels. So, and our olfactory senses can smell about a million of different types of smells, but that too is a limitation. So, our whole body has the limitation of perception. And beyond this body, beyond this physical body, is our real self, which is vibrating and pulsating God's divine love. And to connect to it, we have to come to our center. So initially, when this course started, we were asked to place our hands in the center of our heart if we could not feel the pulsation, or we could put two fingers, and if we were able to, then we could be centered in our heart. Right? So our body is just like an iceberg, and we are able to perceive this world only from the tip of the iceberg. Now the iceberg is so big and the tip on top is so small, but as Shailesh ji the other day explained to us, that the iceberg is made from it is the solidified form of water, and therefore if we say the tip of the iceberg is also water in solidified form, and the under the 90% of iceberg again, that is also water, and it is in water. So in the same way, we are connected with our higher self, and the higher self is connected with the divine self, but we are yet to experience that in our reality. So beyond our body, beyond what we think we are, is our true self. It is alive and it is vibrating in love. Slowly, the qualities of our true self will become visible to us. They will become a part of our experience as we progress in this course. So now we go back to this one statement, I am made in the image of God. When we say this, we have to see that God made us in his image. Therefore, if we think of the qualities of God, All those qualities are also in us. The only thing is, at present, we are not able to experience it fully because of our limited perception. And as we go ahead in this course, we are going to experience each and every of these qualities. So, God is light, He's the light of the world, where each and every dark corner of this world, one time or the another, one way or the another, gets illuminated, and uh, it is brought forth, it is brought forward. So we too are love, we too are light. God is love, the love that permeates each and every part of this creation, each and every creature, each and every living and non living thing that is in this universe. And since I am made in the image of God, I too am that love. God is happiness, joy, and bliss, and I too am happiness, joy, and bliss. It is my very nature to be in bliss. God is peace, God is gentleness without attack or turmoil. And the best part of this chapter, the best lines in this chapter which appeal to me are the ones which say, "You are just the simple innocence of enjoying life as it is created." So you're nothing, you're an innocent being, you're just enjoying life as it is created. This appeals to me the most in this whole chapter. God is abundance, this abundance of everything. God is, that abundance is also a part of my experience. If it is not now, it will eventually be. So that is my understanding. God is perfect, perfect thought, perfect health, perfect action, and perfect everything. And I am also the same, exactly the same. Now, to experience this, the only thing which is right now not present in us is that we are not operating as a whole self. When we are able to operate as a whole self, then we shall become unified and we shall again be operating in God's qualities. This first lesson given to us by Babaji is designed to tell our mind easily that that we desire to be unified with our whole self. So, as God created us in His image, all the God's qualities are ours, and it is absolutely true that I am made in the image of God. And if you put your heart, if you feel your heart right now, you can feel this truth as your own. So Babaji then gave us three things that we had to do in this chapter at the end of it. So we have to read it as early as possible, and after reading the chapter, sit for understand each and every word, each and every sentence slowly, and then sit with eyes closed and come to your heart center and feel the pulsation of this divine truth. The second thing is, throughout the day, whenever you remember, then connect to God's love and remember, God is love and I am love. And before going to bed, you have to give all the God's qualities to yourself, and then first remember which qualities God has, and then you give them to your own self. Now, the main thing that was uh, in this chapter is that we have limitations, but we have ways of overcoming them, and we know God's qualities and we know they will be ours. So, patience will be the key. Slowly and slowly, we will remove all the aspects which are blocked in us, and we will start gathering experiences that will keep reminding us that we are indeed made in the image of God. So that is it from my side right now. Apologies for little faux pas which I did, but this is first time on Zoom that I have ever spoken. Uh, so
You did
thank
a
you.
wonderful job. Absolutely beautiful and awesome. Your depth of understanding is very good. You have understood it very well. But I would want you to also share with us one thing that you found to be the most important in this chapter. What is it that appealed to you personally, to you? Not what's written in the book.
That it is in the simplicity.
Mm,
It is in a very simple way.
mm,
It has been
yeah.
described, and each and every sentence is very easily understandable. But the simplicity itself is the challenge, because sometimes when it is so simple, you find it very hard to believe that, oh, such a thing. So that is the simplicity is beautiful as well as the challenge.
Perfect. Perfect. You got it very, very, very well. See, this is a very general phenomenon that any talk, any knowledge, any discussion about spirituality has been complicated by people like anything. And that is what makes people think that, oh, this is something great. Mind likes to complicate, it likes complicated things. But in reality, the spirituality is so simple that it's difficult for people to believe because we are used to complicated. I call it jalebi, right? So we are used to jalebi.
But that is the good part of being a simple person, that simplicity appeals to one.
Ah,
And then the stories and the words said by Kabir Das
mm,
are really, because you don't have to be really
mm.
educated or well read or to be knowledgeable in scriptures to understand the real facts
Ah.
of life. And that's what, and the beginning of this book, uh, Babaji has said, or Roger ji has said, that you don't need any qualification for this book. You just need to be dedicated, and just 15 minutes twice daily, that is enough. So that really appealed to me, that you don't have to have knowledge of Gita or anything, or like these days, Balaji is reading Gita a lot.
Very good. Excellent.
I
See,
was a little bit apprehensive because I haven't spoken like this for a long time,
hmm.
and I am a very I can talk very easily. If you give me a mic, I can really speak very well, I think. But right now, I was getting a little bit foxed because I was like, I should say the correct thing. I'm speaking in front of such intelligent people.
But
you
I
get,
noticed you slowed down in between. Now share that what happened. I could see that you experienced some energies which made you
Suddenly,
slow down, and you came to a normal pace where you are not usually.
so suddenly I have written something on the side and I was just looking at it, and suddenly I didn't want to look at it and I wanted to feel my heart center, and I put my hand there, and then it just changed. Then I looked there, but I didn't read what was written there because that is from the chapter itself. Then some things which I said I have not written. So, and I have been telling Babaji that, please, I am feeling little apprehensive, so it's up to you what you want to do with my words. But I was faltering in between, and I think after that I did not falter. I think so.
See, as I said, you also changed the tone. This is
Yeah.
the presence of higher self. And when we are presenting, we have to be remember we have completed all 7 weeks. So
um,
closing the aura, clearing, connecting to higher self, getting signal, being there, and then just be in the flow. And then speak whatever you want to speak. If you want to read, if you want to
There was a
share
slight
anything.
something happening in the house for which again I'll also have to go and join. So because of that, there was something going on, and I had to sort of be there as well, and so I was not fully. That's why.
Uh, Good. This is the experience. I want all the participants to experience this, because this course is all practical. It's about our life, the life that we are living. If we are able to bring this knowledge into the life, then only there is fun in doing it. Otherwise, it's useless. You know what I mean? It's like reading any book, right?
Yeah.
Reading a book doesn't really do anything to us. But when you incorporate all that you know into your day-to-day life, everyday life, that's where the magic is. That's where the power of knowing exists, right? So this is the purpose here. That is why we want you guys to experience explaining it to somebody. Explaining is a very deep process. Within you,
The
you
pro
will have clarity.
the problem was I was making notes. Each time I made notes, they're different. So I can't read it. When I'm reading it, I'm saying, no, no, I must write something else. Three times I have made notes, and all three times they're different. So, like I'm giving examples and something else, and each time I change the examples. And
What remained was just the iceberg. And when you were explaining that, I just felt you were talking about love. So just before the session, when I was opening, I got this message that I invite with love to all love for love. And then you are saying that the iceberg is water in the water, on top of water, is inside the water, and it's water. So it's like the emphasis of love represented as iceberg. And definitely, when you present there, it nothing comes what you have thought. You cannot script and then come and speak. Babaji, and this kind of platform, it asks us to reach our heart and then speak, then speaks and slow down. And I just loved the flow where she's like coming ta 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 and then stopped. Okay, now slow down, and then the heart speaks. My expression comes, and you would be feeling some kind of that something holded you in you. It's like that feeling.
Yeah, good. So as you were explaining, one thing that I felt that I can explain also is about I am love. Why does the book say I am love? Or it says I am peace, I am abundance. What does it really tell us? It doesn't say I am abundant. It says I am abundance. What difference does it make? It really makes a big, big difference. When you say I am abundant or I have abundance, what it means is that it is possible that there may not be abundance. I may not be abundant also. That possibility exists in duality, right? But when I say I am abundance, can I be anything else?
And also, like
I
one thing.
cannot be, right? This is the meaning of these small, small sentences. I am love. I can't be anything else. I am love. I am peace. I cannot be anything else, right? But if I say I am peaceful, then I can also be disturbed.
But when I say also, it also concludes like, I have it, so I look for it. Whether I look it outside or we look it somewhere else. So we have to seek, we have to go back and forth like that. But when I am that, it's declared, nothing else. It's
Yeah,
me.
correct. So this is such a, these are small, small things that once we begin to go into the depth of it, that's when we begin to connect. We start relating to them. A very fundamental thing. Deepalaji, I can't hear you. Your
Yeah, you
voice is not
somehow.
coming.
Yeah.
Somehow. Um, your your audio is missing now. Yeah.
Is your headphone out of the plug?
No, she has removed the headphone.
Then if you have removed the headphone, then you might need to change your audio option in the audio settings. You have to choose the mic that you are using. Maybe it was your Bluetooth before
It
now.
audible now? Am I?
Now we
Yeah.
can hear. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So my only problem in this that I have no questions. Whenever
Uh,
I'm reading it, I accept everything as such. So if I have questioning, then I will go try to see what else is there. But if I believe, okay, this is right, then I don't. It's like a equation for me. H2O is water, and it is water, so it is. There is no question.
correct. Yes,
And I
that's
have this other example where the eagles, when they're flying in the sky, they flap their wings for a bit, and then they find the currents. They ride the currents. So
yes.
we are just right now flapping our wings to reach those currents. And
Good.
hopefully, when we reach, we'll be soaring the skies.
You will definitely. There is no hopefully. You will actually.
You know what doesn't ask, like what is not letting you ask your questions, because you are experiencing it, or somewhere in your past you have experienced it, so you know it's true. So there is no question. Once you reflect in the life or go forward in the journey, and where you do not reflect these qualities, then you might ask question, okay, no, I don't see it. Then you question, okay, how does it fit? Then the question arises
Ah,
If you say
with your
abundance,
life.
I can recently give an example. One of somewhere we were had to get a payment from two people. They're not giving, so I was like wanted to say something like Then Balaji said, no, no, no. You have to be kind and you have to not say anything. So I said, okay, love and light, love and light. And then from somewhere somebody called us. Balaji had made an investment so many years back, he'd forgotten all about it, and suddenly it all came. So those people have not given, but it's coming from somewhere else. So that is abundance, that
okay.
without knowing, without asking, and everything you need, want, or desire is available to you, be it love, be it food, be it clothes, be it anything, like even knowledge. Now that I am in this place, even knowledge, so it's abundantly available, everything. And it is for me, because everybody is here, we are for each other, but we are also for ourselves, so everything is for me. And that is the amazing part. And to join it in such a miraculous way that somebody just sending a link and without knowing a word about it, just joining it blindfold, that was the miracle for me.
Beautiful. Good.
Like Neha said the same thing. I didn't know from where this invite came, and I joined like that only. I didn't know that's what I'm going to do for next so many years.
Yeah. Perfect. So, one more small thing that I would recommend you do, because you have to now lead the quiet period practice. We are getting lot of noise from your end with your audio.
Turn off
Then,
the fan.
yeah, it's because don't turn off the fan. You can take care of it in your audio settings.
Oh, I'll
Yeah.
take it. I'll just take care of it
Okay.
like
Okay.
Turning
this.
off fan is easier than fixing
Yes,
anything else.
for a
Okay.
person who's
Yeah.
technically
Now,
unsound, this is better.
yeah. So now this is good. Much better. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. I will play the music for the background.
So I want to do a little experiment if it's
Sure.
okay with
Yeah.
you.
Sure. Yeah.
So, because I had shared, I attended a shiver and they were talking about water.
Mm.
So, as we start the meditation, I will request everybody just to keep a sip of water in the mouth, and then I'll just say a few words, and then we'll just swallow the water. That's all. So,
Mm.
if it's okay, we can try it and see.
Sure. And so, do you want me to play the music or not?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
Shailesh. Please
Good.
play the
Good.
music.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
So, let's all please remove our glasses. Gently sit in a very, very comfortable posture. Keep your hands on your heart if you want to feel the pulsation. Take a deep breath in and gently breathe out through your mouth. Another deep breath in
And gently breathe out. And a deep, gentle, long breath in. And breathe out. I request you all to take a sip of water in your mouth and keep it there. This water that is in my mouth is the abundance of nature. It is my greatest friend, and today I take its help to set an intention that henceforth, whenever I read the book Unified and whenever I do the quiet practice, each and every part that I practice goes deep into my awareness. That I experience all that needs to be experienced, that I feel all that needs to be felt. Gently, with these thoughts in mind, swallow the water. And now, take your awareness to the tip of your toe. Under your feet, top of the feet, your ankles, shin and calf, become aware of your knees, thighs, genitals, bottoms, abdomen, chest, lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders, your arms and hands. If you have placed your hands on your heart center, become aware of the pulsation over there. And now Take your awareness to your neck. Back of the head. Ears. Your chin. Teeth. Tip of the tongue. Tip of the nose. Eyes. Behind the eyes. Forehead. Top of the head. Become aware of the whole body. Feel the pulsation of your heart radiate to each and every cell of your body. This incredible, beautiful body is yours. It is your heaven. It is the creator of all your experiences. Remember your divinity. Remember who you are. This pulsation in your heart is trying to wake you up. It is trying to call out your name. God is manifest in you. Believe that you are image of God, that you are love, that you are peace, that you are joy, that you are bliss. Be reminded be awake to yourself. Believe in yourself. You are on the right path. Your true self is waiting for you to recognize that it is only you It is only you. Feel the pulsation. Be one with it. Do not give up. Do not get tired. It is waiting. Believe that you are made in the image of God. God resides in you, and you reside in God. It is true. It is indeed true. You are love. You are light. You are abundance. You are perfection personified. Each cell in your body is perfect. It is perfectly made. Recognize this. Believe it. You are here because you want to be. You want to be here because you want to meet yourself. So prepare to meet your true self. Look at your own reflection within you. You are magnificent. You are ready to soar on the currents. Just a little more flapping of wings. Just a little more time. Truth shall guide you to your own self. You are ready to be unified. Ready to bask in your divinity. You are already one with divine. Don't struggle. You are peace. Stay calm. The pulsation in your heart center is waiting to be heard. Hear it now. Hear it with your heart. Your ears cannot hear the call. Love will set you free and bring you to your own self. Look within. Be within. Feel the pulsation of your heart in each and every cell of your body, in each and every atom in your body, in each and every electron and proton in those cells. Feel it now. You are a divine being. You were always a divine being. And you will always be a divine being. Everything around you reminds you of this truth. Open your eyes. Open your eyes through your heart. Deep gratitude to Babaji for showing us this path through the book Unified. Thank you, Babaji. Thank you for showing us the way, for leading us to this path. Thank you. Thank you to all masters who came before us on this path for guidance and mentorship. Thank you to Roger G for being the medium. Gently move your fingers and toes. Feel your body completely. Place your hands on your face. Blink your eyes. Slowly and gradually open your eyes. If you want, take 2 minutes to be with yourself. You may drink water if you want to.
You were channeling.
I
Now
feel
share
like
your
crying.
experience. Take your time. You can share your experience. It is never the way we think. We can never imagine what happens when we surrender. Shailesh couldn't play music because there was message. I I thought, what am I listening? All the affirmation goes as I am, and then she's saying you are. It means somebody else is saying, and somebody else is saying to her also. You need to go back and listen what you said. And for there is a reason that that mic was not connected and the voice was little low, that we have to pay attention to every word what she said just now. Your
Ac-
divine channel, you have opened your channeling faculty already. Trust.
Yes, you did a great job. And also, I'm really grateful that you sat without the fan for all this time just to allow.
No, 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 no. I have the AC going.
Uh, but yeah, your audio settings need to be really adjusted because the noise was so high, and the background noise was so high that the music was not even audible. I played quite twice the volume of what I normally play, and even then it
No,
wasn't
it was
audible
meant
because
to
of
be
the
like that.
yeah.
So that's
So
why.
that's what I'm saying. So
uh,
it was meant to be this way, and that's fine. All I'm saying is this is this is what we need to understand from these sessions, that these are not um, prepared sessions.
I
These
prepared,
are
sir. I wrote 3 times, but each time it was coming something different. And
ah,
when I did it, it was something absolutely, I don't know what I said.
exactly.
then see
So
the tears that is flowing. That is
ah,
unstoppable.
this is our learning. The part of learning is that only, that the practical, when you practically do it, you begin to understand how the practice is not just my practice. I am being guided through a practice by invisible masters. They
I
are
wrote three times
yeah.
different things, and I practiced myself morning and evening, and I was guiding myself, and that was totally different.
Ah, that's the difference. This is why these revision sessions are going to be very educative for anyone who's trying, coming forward, doing the practice. Their experience is going to become much more than what they have so far. So that's the purpose of these sessions, though. So
The
such a
beauty of
beautiful thing.
Deepmanaji's presentation was her surrender.
Hmm.
What she had written it, she could have forced herself to read that, but she was also guided with higher self, and I
Ah,
could sense the kind of the words that is flowing, the pace, and the gap, and the presence, that effect. I messaged twice Shalishi, and then I saw that it's something else is happening, and he's saying I even played. I could see he's sharing the sound, and then he also said I doubled the volume, but still it was not heard. It is meant to be like this. This is what is
yes.
live example of Babaji's presence.
And I didn't want to end it also, but somehow I had to then. I was like, okay, let's continue. It's very good. I can continue, but not even thoughtfully, but then I had to stop somehow.
I
Yeah.
mean,
And
I myself guide, and I know sometimes I can't say I am. All those affirmations are I am. When you say I am, it is I am. It is I am for all. But when you were saying you are love, then I was saying I am love. Then I realized that somebody else is guiding behind it. Then only sometimes I also guided like that, you are love, you are light. Then I remember that I realized that somebody else is guiding. It's not me. So just a note, and congratulations.
yes, because I have written I am, but I could not say it. I have
Because
written
it
in my
was not
notes.
you. You were breathing deep, you were making space, you were expanding yourself to fit to that energy.
Yeah. So this is your growth. This experience is your growth. Know it. This is so beautiful. I am always grateful for such of these experiences. It's not just for you, all those who are attending the meditation also for us. This is a valuable experience, lifetime experience, I would call it.
There was so much difference in how I was uh, explaining the chapter and how I came here, and I can actually feel that now.
Uh,
Really different space. There I was, I don't know what, but now it's here, all here. It's
And you
here.
also said that you have some other commitment,
Yes,
but
I have to
you
leave
stayed
because
here, you focused. So,
I'll have to
and
leave because I have to go somewhere.
this was all preparation, your test, and we'll see how the guidance come, how they come to help, and
yeah.
now it will be with you all the time to guide you in right direction.
It
Yes.
Everybody
is
can go and
it
listen
is
to
your
those recordings.
guidance, Preeti ji and Shailesh ji and Monal ji, Vanna ji, Neha ji, all you have uh, spent so much time and energy bringing us to this spot. And I always had the faith because, as I was saying, that I don't have any questions on the book. I believe everything. It just seems right to me. So I feel I'll flow. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us today.
And
Thank you for leading the session.
apologies for the audio and all, but I'll definitely catch up. I will work on this, and I will next
Yeah.
time be better. So next,
No
when I do
apology.
this,
It was meant to be like this. Trust these tears when they have no words. They
Yeah.
cannot express what they are for.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
we felt only.
I will take leave now,
Thank
and
you.
because
Thank
thank you.
you.
I will catch up
Thank
on WhatsApp YouTube later. Thank you.
Absolutely. Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Malachi. Beautiful.
All right. So let's hear Ajayji now. Ajayji wants to add to the wisdom today. So welcome, Ajayji.
Okay. Atmabadan, Preeti ji, Shailesh ji, Neha ji, Vandana ji, and Manil ji, and all the masters. Actually, I'm undergoing something for the last 3 days. Sunanda left for Orissa. I was having a tremendous, almost not a fight with my higher self in the sense that about something on my profession and my this preparations and she not being here. So it was wonderful, and but amazingly he was guiding me through that. That's the beauty part of it. And it's not that I meditate and talk to him, but it's amazing. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that I am made in the image of God. That has struck me for the last 40, 50 days. And because whatever little I know from the Vedanta side, so I'm going to walk you through that. And you have to have patience. And I know it is, but why I thought is because the breadth of vision and the depth of subtle understanding and the universality of how God has been defined and I within comma has been defined is unparalleled. Because once we know that, and then when you feel it in the heart center, then you realize, like Shalisi said, what love is. It's not that you are going to love. Will you understand that you are love itself? You are abundance itself. Let's walk through it, have little patience, and if you ask them questions also, you can, and Shalisi can relate or can talk. Because if it is question and answer, it goes through, it is better. Because this is a very long, it will tax your brain. Sorry. It's not hard, it's mostly brain, but we can see that then when you feel it in the heart, then you will see where the vision takes you. Okay. So I'm going to take two verses, one from Taittiriya Upanishad. Shailaji, can I share my screen?
Yes, you can. Shailesh, you are on mute and you are saying something. Can't hear. You can share, Ajay.
No,
Yes,
it's
now you should be able to share.
okay.
I don't see him as a co-host.
Okay. Wait.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah. Can you see my screen? It's a beautiful verse from Taittiriya Upanishads, which is giving a glimpse of what God is. And then it starts with, it says, Brahmabit apnoti param. Brahmabit apnoti param. What is Brahmabit? It's the knower of Brahman, apnoti, gets the param, the ultimate. And that essentially in 3 words, it talks about the entire Vedantic philosophy. So the question will be, knower of Brahman attains the highest. So what is this blessed Brahman is first? Second can be how one knows it. The third is, what is that ultimate? What is that you are talking about? And then he gives then he says, okay, now he says, that means then it is said, and this verse is saying, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Satyam is existence or reality, Jnanam is knowledge, Anantam, unlimited, is Brahman. So that is what is Brahman is all about, which is God. That will come back again. Then he's saying where you will find it. So you are talking about this, where you will find it. And it is where our unified comes into picture. Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam. Where it is? It is in the cave of your heart. Pritiji, cave of your heart. And he's saying Paramo Byoman. In the vastness of awareness, and which is inside your heart cave, you will find this blessed Brahman sitting there. And so asnuti. So once you know that, Sarban Kaman, and whatever desire you have, all are fulfilled, and you will have the blessing of Brahman. Now, we'll go into this Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. So that's the definition of God in a very rough way. The meaning of the word Brahman is vast, just vast. So usually if somebody is saying vast, you say, okay, is it vast like an elephant? Is it vast like a mountain? Or what exactly? How is vast? And it doesn't say anything. He said vast. And then if you go that one word before that, it's saying Satyam Jnanam Anantam is Brahman. Anantam means unlimited. Na Antam. Antam means it's a dead end. Or you can say limitation. So na Antam means no limitation. So no limitations can be of three types. One is in space, another is called in time, another is by an object. When something is limited by space, that means I am in Dubai, so I am not in Canada. Or Shailesh is in Canada, Shailesh is not here. So that means everything, even the glass here, is not anywhere else. My mobile is here, my laptop is here, or you are there, wherever you are not here. So that means everything, whatever we see in this creation is limited in space. But he's saying Brahman or the God is something which is not limited in space. That means what it can be. It should be all pervading, like space, wherever it is, so that should be there. So that means it is not limited in space, it's all pervading. So that's the first definition, omnipresent. Yeah. Shilamji said all present. Then limitation in time. That means everything also, whatever we see in this creation, if we look at it, it has a date of coming into existence and then date of going out of existence. Everything we can look at, including our body also. Date of birth, date of death. So when you go to a like cemetery and all, you will find somebody so and so, date of birth 1920, died 2020. So it is like, so one the beautiful somebody said, it is what is life? Life is a dash from the womb to the tomb. So that's like it's a limited. And anything, whatever you can think of on this earth, whether it's a tree, whether it's a road, whether it's a country, whether it's a solar system, star, anything you see, it is limited by time. It was not there, it is now there, and tomorrow it may not be there also. But here he is saying, this limitation is time, is not, it is not a limitation of time, is not a limitation for God. That means what? It was there yesterday, it is today, and it will be also in future. So what it entails? What is the word you can use it? Like this Sadbhagataha, we can say it is eternal. So not limited by space, is omnipresent. It's not limited in time, so it is eternal. Then another beautiful is limitation by an object. So it's a beautifully interesting limitation. Let's understand this. This is my glass. So sorry, it's not seen. Sorry. I don't know what is coming. No, okay. Okay, whatever you can see, if I am here Ajay Naik, that means all other things are not Ajay Naik. It's separate. If a particular alphabet is A, that means it is not B, C to G. If whatever we are seeing Shailesh is there, so anybody else has to be different than Shailesh. But when you are saying that God is not limited by an object, that means there is no second thing other than him. Are you getting it? Because if there is something else, to that extent he gets limited. Are you getting it? So that means So now, what is the God's qualities now? We saw it is everywhere, omnipresent, it is eternal, and there is no second object other than God. So if we say that, then you are binding yourself. If you can say, okay, you are saying is all pervading, it should be there wherever Ajayana is sitting. If it is eternal, it should be now also. If it is not separate from, nothing is separate from him, so where is this your blessed God is? You find out where it is. So now, so if God is there, and if it is all pervading, it's eternal, and there is nothing is separate from it, that means I should be able to see it here now. And all of us will be able to, before we leave this platform, we'll see God today. Okay? It is not my promise, this is the promise of the Upanishads. So the two words prior to that was Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, and Brahman. So Brahman we have said vast, Anantam we have defined. Now let's go to Satyam. Satyam is reality. Reality means, so like you can say glass, your mobile, this laptop, and you are seeing me, I am also object as far as you are concerned. So all these objects, when you are looking at it, they are also limited in space, everything, whatever we are saying, and limited in time, and they are independent, they are separate. So how can that Satyam can be Brahman? Because that's what he's saying. Satyam unlimited has to be Brahman. So what is that? So there, what we have to do, we have to see, it's called secondary in characteristics. We'll look at it. Let's look at it like this way. When I purchased a mango, that means I purchased the mango, the whole mango. But when I ate it, I said, Shaileji, I had my mango. But Shaileji also knows, and everybody will know, that I didn't eat the, the seed inside and the skin. Though I said a mango. But when I said I purchased the mango, I didn't only purchase the pulp. Everybody understands it, the whole thing. So that is called Lakshana. That means if you are not getting the full, that we have to find out what is the other characteristic in that is there. So if we look at all the things of this world, like laptop is existing, it is. My pen is, the building is, the road is, the country is. Even we say also there is nothing. Also nothingness also is there. So that is existence. That means the entire, whatever things are existing, they are existing now. So if they are existing, and we know that they were not existing, now they are existing, and then after some time they will not exist, then where from they got this existence? That means they have borrowed existence. Like when we boil a potato in water, the potato gets hot. So where from heat is not its intrinsic quality. Where from it got? It got from the water. Where from water got the heat? It got from the saucepan. And where from saucepan got it? From the fire. Because heat is the intrinsic quality of fire. So the saucepan, the water, and the potato, they borrowed heat. So similarly, that means this whatever things we are seeing, including our body and mind, they are also were not there. Now it is existing, and we know after some time they will not be there. That means they have borrowed this existence. So now it's difficult to understand how you can say which is borrowed is existence. What is this? That means imagine it's like a sea of existence. Like in the sea, you have waves, you have bubbles, you have tsunami waves. Similarly, just imagine the entire creation, there is a sea of existence, and all the things, they just bubble up like wave. They exist for some time, they come out from the water, exist for some time, and go out. And what they're made of? Only water. If you take the water, that is the reality. What is left? There's nothing, name and form only. Like we say ornaments is made of gold. Okay. So now the reality is gold. If from the ornaments you take the gold out, what will be left? Only the form and name, and utility is different, name is different, the shape is different. But the reality is gold. That means ornament doesn't have any reality of its own. Similarly, if you look at the world, if you see, if we take the existence out, will it exist? It become non-existent. That means that existence, what this definition is saying, that existence, all pervading, eternal, non-separate from anything else, is God. Is it making sense? Okay. If it doesn't, then we'll come back if you ever raise a question. So this is existence. Now, the second is Satyam Jnanam. Jnanam is, there it's called knowledge, but knowledge, so whatever experiences we have, like now I'm talking, you are listening, or sometimes, some sound was coming, you get disturbed, you were angry. So these are the experiences. But the experiences also limited in time, limited also because it comes and goes. And if it is here, it is not any other place is there. So it is also limited in time. It is also limited in space. And also, it's also, each experience is separate from another experience. But he's saying, if we can find Anantam in there, not limited in time, not limited in space, and not limited by any other specific experience, then it become now Antam, become not limited by time, space, and object, and become also God. So we have to find out, similarly, like we found out from the reality, existence, from the experiences, if we have to see, that is the underlying is awareness. So everything, experiences we have is awareness plus my particular experience. So experiences come and go, but awareness continues. It was there all the time. It is all pervading also. You will say, how can it all pervading? My awareness, but if you look at it, the road outside you is in your awareness or not? Wherever you are. The city you are in, that is in your awareness or not? You are aware which city you are. So that means the city is within your awareness. The country you are in, that is also in your awareness. If you look at the sky, the stars are there, that is in your awareness or not? The solar system, the whole creation is in your awareness or not? So that means our awareness is not limited to the boundaries of my body. And that awareness, which is not limited in time, not limited, because yesterday whatever you experienced, the coffee you had yesterday, the idli you are having today, is there any, in awareness, there is a mark that this was yesterday's, then it is today, and it will be tomorrow something? No, it's only seat of awareness, that's it. And every action, every thought, every word, whenever we do it, that is in the present. The past and future are just, this is called Maya. They don't exist. Nobody has ever done anything in past. Whenever you would have done that, that was present only. That means the whole awareness is unlimited, eternal, and there is no other thing other than awareness. Because other than awareness, it will not, then it will become what? You cannot be aware of it, and it will not be so existing. Because it's existing, you need awareness. If its awareness is there, existence has to be there. Because awareness has to exist. And if it's existing, awareness has to be there. So at least, so you can say it exists. It is like awareness, existence go together, like heat and light. Like sun rays, it has heat and light. Similarly, here, existence and awareness, unlimited, is God. Just imagine this breadth of vision and depth. That means everywhere, whatever you can see, it's existing. If my laptop is existing, that is God. Existence is there. You are seeing something, that the tree you are seeing, the animal you are seeing, whatever you can see, wherever the awareness is there, the presence of the Lord. So tell me, which is the thing which is available for us where the God is not there? That means what will happen if we were unified? Any person you see, anything you see, not only you see the person, you see the existence and the awareness, and that is divine. So that means what we have to do is we have to change our vision. Because now when you are seeing my hand, not only you are seeing my hand, you are also seeing the light falling on my hand. Otherwise, if there is no light, you cannot see my hand. So what this definition is saying, you are all the time you are experiencing the God or divinity, but you are not aware of it. And that's what in the first chapter, Unified is saying, you are made in the image of God. Whatever is there in God, it is in you. That means when you see this, anything, existence is there, awareness is there. You will say, okay, what happens to the awareness? Is the awareness there in the stone? Yes, awareness is also in the stone, but stone doesn't have that ability to reflect it 100%, maybe 1%. But as a human being, we have the ability to maybe 100%. So that's why sometimes you will find in Puranas, if I've not heard, it's blessed. They say, no, Rama is 12 color, Krishna is 16 color. That means that the ability to reflect awareness. So that's why. So, but that means awareness, existence goes together. There is not a single object, including our body and mind, in this whole creation, which is not pervaded by existence and awareness. So what we have to do is, this vision of the Upanishad, we have to now put the specs on our eyes. So whenever you look at anything, any person, any object, anything, we have to see existence and awareness. So if this is so, how one cannot see divinity in others? Whatever name you get, whether it's God, because it's existence and awareness. Whether you are said God, fine, if you can tell it. If you want to Jesus, fine. If it is saying Prophet Muhammad's saying, and also if it is Sunya also, is fine, because it doesn't matter. As long as I understand existence, awareness is the divine. That is one. Second is, now I have been created by the Lord in the image of His. So that means Let's see what happens here. Existence, as far as existence and awareness is concerned, it is the same. So God has created, so it was there, so he created me. So all his qualities has come to me. Then when I am creating something, there we have a problem. That's what the unified is coming back and saying. So seventh day is saying, oh, sixth and seventh is starting with that. Oh, you are created. These unidentified influences are there. Others are there. You have to forgive them and all those things. And seventh chapter also saying how you have created. Why I am created in seventh chapter. He is saying what I am created. It's not perfect. So tell me, what are the perfect characteristics you have used? How you made it? That's what basically we are asking. And the beautiful definition here, what we have to do is, I will take you. So this is the definition of the God. And he said, where you will find it? You will find it inside your heart. Okay. Then he said, you will attain the highest. What is the highest? Then look at it. So this is where you see the vision, the depth of the vision of it. He said, just imagine, if you are all pervading eternal and there is nothing other than you, what do you want? Tell me. What do you want? If your existence, there cannot be a second thing because it becomes non-existent. And if whole creation is you, what do you want? What will give you happiness? You are happiness personified. Because Purnatvam. So that's what you want. And now we will go to see this creation. Now we saw how the Upanishad is vision of the divine. Now we'll go to see how this creation is. This is Pritiji's Purnamadaha Purnamidam. So I will share that. Of course, all of you know that, but let me share that to just go take you through that. Sorry. Okay, this one. This is also coming from another Upanishad called Isa Upanishad. Isa means the divine. So he's saying Purna Madaha Purnam Midam. Purna Adaha. First, Adaha means the Lord. He's talking about the Lord is Purnam. Because Lord has to be Purnam because his existence unlimited, awareness unlimited, and there is no other thing separate from him. So he's Purnam. There's nothing else. Okay. And Purnamidam. And he's saying here, you, including this whole creation, is also Purnam. But it is not that when you created, you put 8 billion people, each one was given a single pot. Bandanaji, I still remember Bandanaji said, you are not, when it is created, it is not a small whale for you and you are a frog inside that. So for each 8 billion people, there are 8 billion whales are there and 8 billion frogs are there. No. The whole creation is given to you. Just imagine. See the heart. Purnamada Purnamidam. This is also full. What you want? Just imagine. See I'm amazed at this vision. So just then Purna Mudachyate. Where this Purnam has come from, that Purnam. So that means the creation has come out of fullness. When we are creating in our world, why I create a world? Because I want my car, I want my house, I want spouse, I want children, I want money. So my world is coming from what? I want. I am a poor, poverty-stricken individual. Where from my creation is coming? My creation is coming from want. A diseased creation I have made. and see the Lord's creation from Purnam to Purnam. And he's not saying, I am 100%, I'll give you 99%. He's saying, take 100%. I made you in my image. You take that love. Why love? Shailaji was asking, why love? Why I am love impersonified? Tell me what we love in this whole world, each of us. What we love most? Tell me. We love ourselves, each individual. My spouse, my children, my house, my country, always mine. If mine is not there, I'm not interested. So why it is coming from there? Because when you are the whole creation, just imagine, if that is there, I love myself, and if I am the whole creation, naturally you have to be in the bliss of love only. There cannot be anything else, because the principle is you love yourself. If I am the whole creation, so where is the love? Love is with me. And love is coming from Purnattam only. That love is coming Purnattam, because there's nothing else you wanted. That's why, there they give an example. When you have a beautiful meal, afterwards, you don't feel like doing anything. Your desire for anything else, even in money and anything, goes down. So that's why they say that if your spouse wants to buy some ornaments or something, sorry, because not many male members are there. So say what they do, you just go and first feed the person. So once you have a full meal, you take to any shop, they will not purchase anything. They will look and come back home. But if you are hungry, you go, you won't believe. Even if you don't want it, you will purchase. So where from this love is coming? That love is coming from Purna. Where the creation is coming? Creation is coming from the fullness. So what? See the Lord and see what we are through ourselves. But what we have done, what we have created out of want. And every time we are want. God, I am giving you this, please give me. That is what the religion is saying. Religion, what he said, so religion put the God there. Because the society wants do's and don'ts, and they ascribe to the Lord. So if you don't do it, then Lord will be upset. If you do it, Lord will be happy. And when? After death only. Not now, after death. So every religion, that is life after death, they may not agree on rebirth, but there is always life after death, because you have to give an account of what you have done. So without that, there cannot be any religion. So this is what we have made God like this in religion. But in spiritualism, just see the breadth of vision of what Lord is and what we have been made in what? Purnasya Purnamadaya. So and Purnameva Vasishyate. And even if from the infinite, this infinity has come, what is left is also infinite. That means it's saying, even if you give up the whole world yourself, don't worry, because this is also yours only. So can you imagine? So if you give love, whatever you have, if you give it up, God has already made your pocket full. You just take out anything you take out, it is always there. Can you see this vision? And this, what Unified is telling us to do. Whether you believe in God or not, immaterial. See this definition. try to understand it, to mull over it. Am I living in the God's image? And he's not discarding also all our deficiencies. He's also accepted as a loving mother. Like when we create our dream world, who created the dream world? Ajay Naik created. In the dream of Ajay Naik, you touch anything, you are touching also Ajay Naik. And then what Ajay Naik did, he also made himself a character inside the dream. He created the dream, but he himself also came as Ajay Naik there, and then he saw a tiger in the jungle which is running after him. Whose awareness is this? Ajay Naik's awareness. Who dreamed? Ajay Naik dreamed. Who created the dream? Ajay Naik did. And Ajay Naik as a dream character is suffering. The more and more you come away from the Lord, more and more you get in the pit of suffering, misery. And when you wake up, so what you are coming? So you are coming out of your world to the world of the Lord. And when you see from the Lord's vision, so that dream world just goes away, because that was an illusion, because you are and is and will be also divine. Thank you. I'll put a stop here. Sorry, I bored you enough. Thank you.
Thank you.
If any question is there, we can discuss. Thank you.
I will just add a few things that I really enjoyed. One was the cave of the heart. Think about it, how wonderfully it is written there in the Upanishad, and for millenniums, people have been going in physical caves to sit there and attain divinity. They don't know that the cave is right here. You don't have to go to Himalayas to the caves. It's not necessary at all, right? The cave is right here. It's written in the Upanishad, but people don't understand it. And Preeti ji has taken us all into that cave.
Absolutely. Yes.
And we are connecting to ourselves. The second thing that I would want to, you just mentioned about us getting away from the Lord. We cannot. We cannot get away. We get away from our own lordship.
Correct.
Right? We forget that we are Lord. So we forget the lordship that we have and we get away from it. So our separation is only an illusion we create for ourselves, right? By sort of renouncing our lordship. Temporarily, I become a beggar, right? And then experience that and then come out of that dream. Okay, I am done. Enough of that, right? I am back to my own lordship. So our lordship is the qualities that we have as an image of God. Right?
Absolutely.
So we have to always remember that experiences are only illusion. They are created by me to experience. Fine, I got it. Now I'm done. I don't need it anymore. Back to my center. Back to my cave. Beautiful thing. Now we can call it cave in future, right? Let everybody get to the cave.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah. So the as you all those who are right now listening to what Ajay ji has explained to us so beautifully and in with proper examples, is that the knowledge that is contained in those Upanishads. Upanishads are the In my understanding, they are the highest level of spiritual knowledge. Upanishads are particularly spiritual. Vedas are not. Vedas are practices for day-to-day life, whereas Upanishads are extracted knowledge for spiritual people, which is not covered in Veda. So that was the reason why Upanishads came. Because after people learnt Vedas, they said, well, okay, how about this? How about that? So those questions needed to be answered. So they sat with those who knew Vedas, and then this knowledge evolved, which is called
It is
Upanishads.
actually, it was revealed. It was not even written by anything. It was revealed. Like
Yes.
Pritiji and you are getting it. So it is revealed. Exactly, it is revealed.
Yeah. So understand that. So the deep knowledge that is contained there, the important things are included in easy words that we can relate to today. Today, all the people who are connected with Unified are able to relate to what is written in the book. If the same thing was told to people 50 years ago, they would not relate to it at all. Because in these last 50 years, the humanity has grown. We have evolved, and now we are ready to accept the knowing part, the knowledge. We are already there. That's the reason why people are able to understand. Like Deepmalaji was saying, I don't have question because I think it's right. I know it is right. That where does that knowing come from?
Correct.
The evolution. We have grown, right? That's the beautiful thing. So for all those who are on this path or learning unified, I have never mentioned this earlier, the meaning of the word unified. In Hindi, if you have to say, what will you say? Yoga. Unified is yogi. The one who is unified is yogi. He has not used the word yogi because it has a lot of connotations associated with, because people have different thoughts. And so instead of using that word, he is calling it unified. But eventually,
Actually, sorry.
uh,
So what he has done now, he has borrowed that word from um, uh, that scientist, uh,
Einstein.
Einstein.
hmm,
So what Einstein, after he found out that theory of relativity,
hmm,
and then he wanted to find out one like same theory which can explain the entire creation.
hmm,
So he wanted to find out what is that unified uh, theory of creation. He
hmm.
wanted that way.
Correct. Yeah, yeah.
Unified theory of it, because there's so many other electromagnetic is there. The
Hmm,
Gravitational
law of
and
gravity
yeah.
came, then quantum physics came, so everything. So he wanted to have one unified theory of existence.
hmm.
So from there that it came. So that means whatever is there, so all knowledge is unified here, and you drink it. That's it.
He found the common source of all the forces. So
Yes.
there is something like that.
Yeah.
And when he found that, he couldn't express in word. He said, now it is not no more science. It is other than science that nobody will ever accept. So yes, that unified word is coming from there, and it is clearly mentioned as love, because that was his finding was. And then there's a letter to his daughter, last letter. He wrote all what he found. And he said that, that true love, only a little bit up one can feel and it can change everything.
Correct. Yeah.
The
So that's the only solution to the humanity, for all the problems. That's what we have learned.
yeah, and we when we use the word creation, we imply that there is a creator, and both these concepts I can't digest them somehow. I have to use the words because that's what everyone understands. But in my understanding, in my personal knowing,
It's
there
manifestation, actually.
there is no creation.
Yeah. Creation is not there,
Creation
only
is there, there is no
manifestation.
creator.
Yeah.
There is existence.
Uh, That is manifest. Sometimes it manifests, sometimes it goes into seed state.
From
So that is what.
existence, we can manifest experiences, but it just is. There doesn't really need to be somebody who's creating its creation is, as we understand, creation is an ongoing activity of the existence. Existence is continuously evolving and expanding. That is what we call creation. Right? But in this creation, who is the creator? Think about that little seed that germinates into a tree. Who created it? That tree.
It just happens. It
It
happens.
it was potentially existent in the seed and it became a tree as it evolved. Nobody created it.
Yeah,
Science can
absolutely.
explain,
Yeah.
right?
No, even science cannot because, sorry, what has happened now with quantum theory and all, the matter now slowly is dissolving away. Where is matter now? When
Yeah.
you were saying, now they have come to the energy.
Yeah. Correct.
So the matter is just doing away.
Hmm.
They had a hard problem of consciousness.
Yes.
And David Chalmers, he's an Australian, he's a professor in US. So he wrote, I think, 60s or 70s, hard problem of consciousness. Because they, in the West, not West also, in East also, because everybody feels that awareness is a function of the mind. Science always says it's a function of the mind. But only in Upanishads from 5,000 years before, they said it is an independent entity. It has nothing to do with matter.
Mhm.
And
Correct.
now they are coming back. They're saying no, because give us time. We will prove that it comes out from the mind. It's like a promissory note. In the 20, 30 years time, we will come back. So that's why David Chalmers said, see, like when I'm angry, you can map my brain. You can know, okay, anger comes. So this happens in the brain. So we can relate it. But then how can you have from the matter that first person experience? Like when you go to the airport, the door opens. Automatically he sees it opens. But when I open a door, when Shailesh is coming, the first person experience I have, can that door in the airport has that first person experience? It doesn't have. So that means what has enabled it? That's the awareness. So that is what he said, that is the hard problem of consciousness, because you cannot explain how from everything from the matter we are generating first person experience. But this Google car can drive on its own, but the thrill of driving, when I am driving, where is that first person experience? They cannot replicate in the Google car, because that's not possible. That's the hard problem of awareness, consciousness they're talking about.
Yeah.
They're trying to find out.
Science doesn't know the mind either. It says there is no mind, there is only brain. So science is physical. It's about physical, and that's okay. That's how they try to explain things. And eventually, at some point, it's going to evolve to a level where they will begin to work with um, things beyond the perceptions. Right? So mind is still a concept as far as science is concerned. It is still a concept, just like God is a concept. Just like that, these are all concepts as far as science is concerned, right? But we can experientially understand them. This is our experience that tells us about, well, okay, if this kind of experience can exist, then there must be something that is making it happening. So creator, creation, all that goes, these are still in my understanding. This is the reason why I always dodge the question which Achalaji has about the source. I always dodge the question, the reason being that I truly don't even understand there can be a source.
No, it is difficult, because even in Upanishads and all, and in the science also, from even from awareness to creation, there is a gap there. So when, okay, Silamji wanted to spare, then I will come back to
No,
that,
that's
because
okay.
how,
Because let's finish the conversation, then we can do the question answer. Maybe
Yeah.
you will answer her
okay,
questions.
okay. So what happens, so we have 7 darsanas are there. So one is called Sankhya philosophy. In the Sankhya philosophy, Purusha and Prakriti. Purusha is divinity and Prakriti is this created world. He said both are anadi, means there is no beginning and there is no end. So both are parallel going, but when they come together, Purusha and Prakriti, the human being, the whole creation comes. But when the Purusha and Prakriti come together, the problem is certain characteristic of the Prakriti is imposed on the Purusha and certain characteristic of the Purusha is imposed on the Prakriti. So both get entangled. That means it is, I am driving my car goes at 120, I feel my speed limit is 120. So this mix up happens. And then I take the limitations of the Prakriti as my limitations. Where Purusha is all pervading eternal, Prakriti is comes and goes, comes and goes, comes and goes, comes and goes. So I take death of birth and death of death. So that scares me because that is coming from the Prakriti. Purusha is so that's why there is a Kaivalya. Then if you come to Advaita philosophy, another theory, that means there is no second. That means if Lord is there, this is what we saw there. Satyam Jnanam Anantam is Brahman. And then what it is, if Brahman is Advaita, that means there is no second. That means what this creation is. They said this creation, actually it is Maya. That means it doesn't exist. It is not that it's not existing, but there is no reality. It is like gold and ornaments. What is the reality? Reality is the gold. Ornaments are made of gold, but when you take the gold out from the ornaments, what exactly left? Nothing is left, but that means what is ornaments? Ornaments is a shape, it has a name, and it has a certain functionality is there. That's it. But the reality is gold. So in Advaita philosophy, the whole creation is Brahman, means the Lord. And this appears and different, like, and that appearance is also like when you see the snake in a rope, because darkness was there, it was a rope, you saw it as snake and you got scared. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry. So when I saw the snake in the rope, what has happened is there is a snake. Snake was never there. But can I say it was non-existent? It's not, because I saw it and I sweated and it created the whole thing. Or in the dream also, whatever, if I saw the tiger, I was running and I met with an accident. I broke my leg. I was in hospital. There was pain. So I cannot dismiss it that it is a total illusion, but there is no reality in it, because when you get up, the whole thing is gone. So it's an illusion, but it's not non-existent, but it has no reality of its own. So there is a subtle difference there.
Where
Yeah.
we are talking about creation. So when you were explaining about creation, that God creation and our creation comes from want. I want this and I want that, right?
Correct.
But the whole creation is said to be an expression, and that we will be learning in next chapter, week 9, how we
Yes.
create. It is not out of lack. It is my expression of who I am when I know who I am, and that is the journey we have traveled so far. So that existence that we are talking about, that is taking form, as if like you take a cardboard and you cut out figures in it, the 3D cutout, right? So there are like, you can cut out a animal or humans, and you, me, and everybody, and then it's like taking form. Like you can flip it, take it out, and then it goes back, and you can put it back, right? So it has that ability. That's how the whole creation is, like existence as a blank sheet, and everything is like taking form out of that, and it's merging that. That's the Purnamidam and Purnamida. So the creation that is happening from God is as whole. Everybody is expressing as it has that particular quality. Everything has God qualities, but some has something differently. The combination is different, so that existence looks different. They give different experience. So that is how
Actually,
I understand it.
also, if you look at it, Pritiji, see, in the same house I am staying, Sunanda is staying. So her perception of things in this house and my perception of the things in the house, that they come on, they're the same thing, but it's totally different. So that means, so her perception has created a her world inside the creation of the Lord of this house. And similarly, my perception, I have created that my world, my likes and dislikes are superimposed on the creation of the Lord. So the more and more I get refined, I reclaim my divinity. Then similarly, your perception of the things will be totally different. From the want, it will come to fullness. So it's not like that. The tree is there. Tree is going to be there. Somebody hates it. Somebody likes it. So who has created? I created because of my own perception. So my world is my. That's why in the unified, it's saying you have created your world of experiences. It's not saying the reality you have created. You have not created any reality. And even if when we prepare also a dish in the kitchen, every ingredient is created by the Lord. We have just manipulated how I like it. That's it.
That's my expression.
Yeah,
That's
my
how
expression.
you
Yes,
see it. Then there is only
correct.
one thing that is in expression, is matter. And we experience through that. So the rope exists, the snake exists. The moment I experience, the perception says snake, and my past experience come, and then it says, okay, I am in fear. When it's rope, I just go and pick it up and put it aside. So that's my perception, and seeing the creation, same thing. And but I know this has this quality, and it will give me this, so I behave differently. Right? Today's the before all this discussion, I wanted to thank Deep Malaji with this message, and maybe it was meant like that, because we were into talking and discussing all these concepts of Upanishads that has been existing and is very much proven and experienced by many. The one simple 3-word line she said, love will set you free.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So who do you love the most? You love yourself. That was the best. How many times you say my son, my family, my property, my car, my this, it only, the common thing is only my. So that love is for yourself is true. But we are trapped into all that other maya, that many things are. We're trapped into that. So this is directly connecting to that one line, that leave everything aside. See what love is, and it will set you free. And you have to experience it. And we have given various scenarios and many ways to experience that. Clearly, the line says, if your aura is not clean, you will never experience your higher self. You'll keep getting entangled with your lower vibration, and they have to stop before you experience your higher self. So that is the takeaway. This is beautiful, beautiful contribution and discussion. We all have been thinking, and we all have our own definition also. And they're all perfect because they bring us to our heart and to the faith for surrender.
Even
But
aura
how to live
cleaning,
it?
sorry, even aura cleaning, Pritiji, I feel this is my perception only. Because if we go to the sixth chapter, he's saying, whom we are forgiving, because they cannot affect you. It is only reflected back from there. So that means if somebody is coming and disturbing me, and that is only my perception, everything is just reflecting back inside me.
Both the chapter has one thing in common, and that is you give permission.
Yeah.
And that is where the crux is. And whether you see them or don't see them, you give
Yeah.
the permission. So that
Yeah,
is my
you
permission.
only.
And the second chapter says you have a thinking pattern, and that is what you see outside. There is a pattern in you that you see outside, that you experience life that like that.
Okay. Yeah. No, it
Yes.
is beautiful. It's beautiful. This is really beautiful.
This is practical, I would say.
Mm.
It's beautiful because it's practical. We all can experience. The word that Deepmalaji said again, that like Kabir Das, he gave a message that you don't have to be a scholar to be enlightened. What your
No, no,
heart
no.
says, your experience says, is the truth. And like that, one day there's a question, who created mind? And one day I was just writing something, and there it was a very different experience for me. And it says simply, you created mind. God didn't create mind. You created mind with your experience. And then you wanted to chase that experience again and again. Whatever you encountered, you enjoyed, there was a love in it, and you wanted to chase, and you've been recreating those experiences, but it's not happening. You are not satisfied because it can never be recreated.
Yes,
it,
Bhakti,
you
Bhakti
can only
itself
chase
also.
behind the past experience, but you cannot recreate it, the same exact experience ever. That's the beauty of universe, and that's the given through mind. It only evolves, refines.
Bhakti also so beautiful because they just experientially they give up their ownership, like your mind and all everything. You said, let me merge with the Lord. It is like that, monkey taking the child and the cat taking the child. In case of monkey, the child holds the mother, but in the cat, the mother holds the child. So that means the child has totally given up. My mother will take care of me. But in case of monkey, it's not there. Monkey, the baby monkey is holding mother. So that means there is a little ego is there. But in case of cat, she is totally surrendered.
Thank you. These are all very deep discussions, very enlightening discussions. More and more thinking will open up once everyone's thinking deeper into it. So, thank you, Ajayji. Thank you for bringing us to this deep discussion.
One more thing,
Mm.
before then you said somewhere, Shailesh, that this I don't like this complicated jalebi. That gyan that is complicated is something, it's. But what I found that these complicated jalebis are good for wandering mind to bring to ourselves. I'm into that. It's the part of Chintan Manan, right? So there is a journey before unified, where the Chintan Manan is done, where the complex things are taken, simple things, but when you think about them, they become complex. When you go to heart, the feeling becomes simple, easy. When you go to the heart, so all the discussion is good only when it will only keep us in mind. It will not let us settle here in heart. Only to reach our heart, we have to sort all these mind problem. Who God is, what is, and that is not letting me go inside. First, the Maya world, where all that, who did this to me, that to me, I am hurt, I am insulted, I am not this, I am not that. that is resolved, then we come to the Gyan path, and then we acquire all these wisdom from different sources, Vedas, Upanishad, how much ever complex it is, and that help us to be with us, to do Chintan Manan, and then a lot of things open. Then it helps us to go deeper in our heart.
Correct.
So the part that Deepmalaji did and the part that you did is like a one whole full package. It's a
Actually,
journey.
these are the road signs, because when you are walking, so you know that okay, the sign says okay, now you take the left turn because this is what is coming. There is a bridge is there or water is there. So similarly, once it gives you what is the definition of God, you know now, and then when here you come and then you read this, it hits you so beautifully, you know.
Yes.
Only the experience that deepens with everything. We have been
Yeah.
listening, but today when she said, love will set you free, it is said in Unified chapter number 6. But if we
Yeah.
keep this mantra with us all the time, it will not let us entangle anywhere else. It's simple. Be in love and be free. The whole entire purpose of those knowledge and that wisdom was not to be here. It was here. It was there for us to come down here. First
But
resolve it
Pritiji,
and then just be here.
one thing I'll tell you. See, listen, what is happening? See, when we are in this satsang, we are discussing this, and this is so simple it looks. But when there is a problem, and I am in that problem, so what is happening there? You told me, sorry, you not told me, when you discussed that day, you were telling your husband for that bread. Just imagine. So, see, but you had that inner calmness, you can walk through it, okay? But what happens if you are not unified? You become a part of the problem, so you do not know how to extricate yourself. The other 90% of the time I am fine, but when the 10% of the time when it is tested, am I able to live up to that? Am I able to hold on to what I believe in and or I'm trying to believe in? So this is where I slide down. Of course, it's a slow and steady process. Practice. Uh, but this is where it is. But sometimes people also, too much comes, sometimes people give up. Then they find out, oh, what is the alternative? Oh, that was there. Sometimes window shopping people go. But this is also very important because the way we are discussing here, and that simple thing you told, you can handle it. But so many times, I know it pushes you to the limit.
It does, and then you become aware of it. Before
Later,
Unified, it
yeah.
was like that. Even in Unified, you start happening many occurrences. Then you become aware, okay, now I accept this nature. This is how it is going to be. So it doesn't bother me, even if I'm deflected, like even if I'm anxious or angry. It doesn't let me judge myself. It just shows me something, some God qualities in it. But I have to reflect and then accept. Then the same, like similar experiences will help you become more soft. You will be, the experiences will be easier on you.
See,
But
what one
we are
is
not suppressing any of such emotions. Like
experience.
if I got anger, I will be angry. Keep that in your head
No, what is
until the anger
happening,
goes by itself.
Pritiji, there is a slight difference is there. So when you have a situation, I can react in my life, say I will say that after this experience, so I felt that I misbehaved with her. So I have to say sorry. So it is coming either after that experience. Or during that experience also, I can also feel, hey, I aid. I should not have gone there. That is one. And the more is, before that experience starts, I know now I am getting angry. So there are two stages. One is before my anger comes, my awareness is there, so I will be able to handle that little more better. And then after some time, in I can also feel, and also sometimes if I'm totally involved it, so after the event I regret. So this is what happens. So ours is now either a regret or in between. But I think you and Shaileji, you are in the top, and before it sets in, you are able to handle that. That is also the difference.
And it's not 100% of the time, but how much ever you become aware, it is good. It is so much relieving. The life will become better and better just by your awareness.
Correct.
So it's like what we did today was very beautiful, that we went deep into the wisdom. You knew it. Now everybody in the group knows it. When people will come and watch this session, this is very special and very profound, because the mental noise will reduce with that. Whatever you said, somebody will think deeper on that. The God presence in nothingness, in everything, it doesn't change. So these are beautiful concepts that you shared today that will help us center. And then this heart centering will become easier. And then that cave becomes my home. I want to be there. And there is the last message, that this will set you free. This is the whole session today.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And it was
No,
amazing.
no.
Amazing.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Just like the existence of an ornament depends on existence of gold, presence of gold. Likewise, existence of Srishti depends on presence of love. You remove love, there is no Srishti. Right? So this is my understanding of the entire unified book. And ultimately, the objective is for all of us to become the yogi unified. We will become the yogi. We can become the yogi. Yogi is again, if one understands it the way I understand the word yogi, it means basically there is no second. When you come to that state, it is my state. It is no physical change. I still remain the same, but my state changes to a unified state, right? Where I do not perceive anything other than me.
Correct.
Right?
Absolutely.
That is what this book is helping us go to. So,
And
Actually,
purposely, it has not used any of the existing jargon. Right?
ah,
So it has not used
absolutely.
yoga or yoga. It has not used,
Correct.
even like I went through
No,
Vipassana. That's where I
people will
learned
get scared and get away.
deeper
Yeah.
about the sensation, right? But the book uses signal, not sensation. But it's the same thing, if you understand it, because the purpose is different. It wants us to detach from old thing. So there are many things, like the karma concept is not given, death concept is not given, because it is all about living. If you live right, you will die right, and you will be liberated right.
No, it
So
is a
the
practical
focus is
lab actually. Yeah, it's a
focus is
lab.
on that experience. And it's like, we look back in the past, and we want to be like the God, the Krishna. God is in the past. We go and worship the past, right? But Babaji is trying to bring in the present. So he brought Einstein's latest discovery, unified. Now you search unified, and you see all the schools here in our state, right? The district of Chandler, unified district of Chandler. So they call it, like, everywhere you will find this word unified. It is coined like that. It is going to be like every second word you search, and you will see unified. So new concepts are brought. Same concept is same, but understanding and experiences are different. So it's like trying to take us away from the past, where we get stuck and we do not understand, and we create our own definition, and that we get entangled, we stay in head. Anyhow, we are staying in head, and the work is to come to the heart. Even the word called ascension, um, many other, a DNA upgrade. There is, like, DNA what healing, something like that. So when you change your thinking, physiological, biological, all the changes, psychological, all the changes are happening. Every single thing you hear outside in spiritual world is covered here. Ancestral healing. And it is about chapter number 3. Everything is here. We do not understand it because we cannot think like that. But Babaji has whole humanity captured in unified. Our entire journey is captured here like this. The entire psychology, entire evolution of humanity, everything is captured here. Take pen and start underlining the belief system we all have. You will find, if you don't know, you will find while reading the book, many of them.
My book, oh yes, it's I can see. When every para I have numbered it, only red and yellow. I feel Upanishads, then Bhagavad Gita, then unified.
You
Because
can't believe, like, I think I have already 4 or 5 copies of Unified. And the first book that I have, it has become chutney. Everything is marked like that. And then I think, okay, if somebody does this, he needs to get another copy. I will think like that because sometimes I want to read from that where I have underlined it, but sometimes I want to experience again from the scratch. I want to leave that what I experienced so far, and I would read a plain blank page, like not underlined, not highlighted. Now I want to see what comes like that.
even you will be amazed, Shailaji, that the definition of yoga in Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, in Bhagavad Gita, and in Unified is 3 different way they have done it. Maybe in the 7th chapter when I do that, I will do it because today is already late. It's
Yes.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah. And the key is in Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. That's where the key is. But we will slowly develop our
Yeah, yes,
understanding
slowly,
over
slowly.
time. We
Yeah.
will slowly develop this. Yeah.
Sorry.
So thank you. Thank you for bringing us to the experience of knowing who God is. Thank
I'm
you.
going to listen it again. I made notes, many of it, and I was enjoying it thoroughly because I've attended this session in my college where all the Vedas and all the Upanishads were taught, and we had to present. So also on one of the Upanishads. So, but I remembered that class today.
Please, if I have made some mistake, don't hold it against me.
I was thinking, oh my God, how he remembers, because even today I remember, I will forget. I can't keep in my head because I leave that space. The work is done, calm is done, everything leave behind and then move forward. Whatever I see is present is that's where I am. I keep forgetting any concept. Anything stays is only in the heart, whatever comes from there.
Mm,
No, I think it is what you love because I love it. I fallen in love with it. That's it.
mm,
And that's how you have all these experiences.
yeah.
It's unified in you.
Thank you.
It's no more outside.
Mm. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Shilamji, for your patience.
No,
Yes.
Go ahead.
Atmavan to all.
Wonderful.
It was wonderful hearing your session. Really quite mind-opening. I just wanted to clarify when creation point came, when Shailaji said, I was just thinking this whole universe is evolution because everything that comes goes through an end, like the animal kingdom, the human kingdom, the plant kingdom. Like, so it's a new creation which keeps occurring, right? So that is where it is a creation of the Almighty or whatever the unseen force which brings in all these creations. And our creation is because of our mental way of thinking. We seek for human outside pleasures and we think we have to modify our thought, seeking for those pleasures, and where we land up in misery. Right? So our creation goes in away from the God's thought, where God has actually guided us. Where is our eternal happiness? But we forget that because mundane happiness is which usually a human being falls for. So just wanted to understand that from you, Shailesh, because you said, I don't believe what creation is. I didn't get it.
Yes. So what we create is our experience.
Yeah,
We don't create things.
yeah,
We experience things. And that
Yeah,
is our creation is only experience, nothing beyond that.
Our
yeah.
disclaimer here is what Shailesh ji is saying, and in this before session only he helped us to realize as creator in the previous session where you make idlis. So it's when you go deeper into the knowledge, the concept, the understanding and explanations are different. So the day he said that you made a idli with your thought, you are a creator. It was the flow of that chapter. Now he is saying that there is no creator, there's only existence, and that's what is coming up right now in expression through you. So you're creating your experience.
That is our thoughts,
So both
right?
are true.
No, no.
Yes.
When it comes to God's thought, we are talking. There is no creation means I was just wondering the evolution that's occurring as and when with the due course, because every human being, born will die and will again retake birth. So each creation is a creation of with the help of the higher cells, right? Isn't it?
There are a lot of assumptions embedded in this.
Uh,
Right? Lots of assumptions are there. So we shouldn't really be concerned so much about those things. We have to figure out what is really important for us,
mm,
right? So the the term creation
mm,
to me is misunderstood by us. We create only, think about it. I mean, like, just imagine this whole existence we call existence, the universe or cosmos or whatever you call it,
yeah.
is a thought.
Mm,
It's God's thought, the grand thought, whatever you may call it, but it is a thought, right? And within the thought, all thoughts are creating,
mm,
right? The existence of everything in cosmos is coming from thoughts.
mm,
And it basically is, it's only to give us the experience of what we could term reality. The even physical things. Think of, let's say, your idli, right? How did that idli, you thought of eating idli today, you cooked, you brought things, you brought matter together to produce a product. You created idli. Where did the matter come from?
the thought.
No, no. Where did the rice come from? The rice rava, whatever you used for idli, right? The coconut for the chutney or whatever. All that is again from Srishti. We only assemble the stuff available in Srishti and call it my product. I
Mm,
created it. But at the end of it, Srishti fed me with all the ingredients so that I can do my creation and experience it. Because idli will not exist for long. It will go in my stomach, in my system. It will give me the experience that I wanted from it. And then I am done with the experience and the product has vanished. It is back to the nature. Understand this, right? So we are in the entire process, we think we have created. We experienced it in reality. I created the idli. That experience is real, right? So, and the reason why the book is very clear about it, that all the experiences are created from thought, and that's why they are illusion. Why are they illusion? Because the same idli that you produce, four people in your house are eating, they have different experiences altogether,
mm.
right? So, idli is the same, but experiences are different.
You also said that thought came from my higher self. It
Hmm.
didn't. You don't even know
Actually,
where the thought came from,
Mm.
right? So chapter
actually,
number 3 says that you are influenced always. Your mind is always influenced.
Mm.
So you never know if your ancestors, some of your loved ones asked you to have idli because through you, they were enjoying it.
No, no, it is actually our own perception of enjoyment. That's what I was trying to say. Whatever we have thought it is enjoyment, we take a thought of it and want to modify whether it is the right way of thinking or not. Now, for example, making money. You want to fool somebody and make, uh, and all this black money or whatever you call it. I mean, ultimately, it gives you a lot of tension, the misery. I mean, ultimately, it didn't give you the pleasure, right? That's what I'm trying to say. The thought means the thought of mundane things which you thought is pleasure. Getting money is a pleasure. Going and doing illegal things is a pleasure. But that pleasure was very transient to give you a long-term pain which you wouldn't have experienced if you have done it with the thoughts of God,
These
whichever.
questions are very valid, and that's why the book remains with the concept of a creator.
Yeah, so the
Shailesh ji is giving his understanding of the
I,
creation, but the book is trying to help us to sort our mind. So it says, you, since God is a creator, you are also a creator, and you create. Whether the thought came from somebody or whether your higher self or you, it's you. It's your thought. You are intact with it, and you create with thought. No matter what you create, you fool people to get money, you do wrong things, illegal things, you become criminal, and you create money. No matter what you do, the divinity is that you are made sovereign, that you are still, you can create. You create things, you create experience, and that is your divinity. What you choose, that is your free will, and then there is no question about it. And the entire nature is given to us for us to learn how to tune to God's thought, so that I rightly use my free will. I do not go and create chaos. If this concept is clear, your mind is quiet. It will let you set, okay, let's go in the heart.
yeah,
Silamji, don't go into how the creation came because that will take a time and there is a jump is there. Like if I ask you how you created your dream, did you decide to dream about it? How it came?
it
Who
was
chose the characters? Whatever
something.
happened in the dream, it just comes out. So accept whatever is there as is created by the Lord, and what you are superimposing is your perceptions on that. And then try to do whatever Unified is telling us. Because if we go to look into the cause of creation, how it came, how for the first time, why God created, God cannot do it also. Purusha cannot do it. If existence and awareness is God,
Mm.
he cannot create anything. Then how is the creation came? So it came like a dream. Like it's like our dream is coming out. So it's like a dream, it came out, it has happened. But then when we try to explain to it to somebody, because they will not understand. So you said God is there, like Lord Ramakrishna, Jesus, or whatever it is, and then He created, He is sustaining it, and He will also destroy it. So that's is how it is. Then she said, okay, when God is came, then how he made creation? Where from the matter came? Because you need intelligence and you need matter to do anything. God can, his intelligence was there, but where from matter he get? If matter was already there, then God and matter, they become equal. Then means where from it? They said, no, 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 no. You see the spider? Spider doesn't need a matter. His brain is there. Where from he got the matter? From his saliva, the spider made the spider web. So similarly, God from his own self, he has projected this out of. So there is there are a lot of expansion theories and all. So getting into it, that it unnecessarily it goes mind will go haywire. So
That was
accept. Even Adi Sankara has said. So don't ask how. Already if your house is in fire, first try to put out the fire. If you try to find out who set my
created.
house on fire, then your house will be finished and you will be finished. Sorry, Mani, I'm not saying not to think about it. What I'm saying,
No, I was saying with
accept.
that is occurring, how the human, the plant king, everything is evolving. So
Yeah.
did the creation of modifying as life goes on.
Matter evolves. Matter evolves. Not you, not the Lord, not your real self.
No.
Ornaments can be different. Designs, you can have a n number of designs. You can make it sophisticated, whatever it is. But gold
Yeah.
is gold. That's it.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying now human, they say evolved from the monkey stage to what that talking of the
That is
evolution.
your body is matter. As far as spiritualism is concerned, except awareness, your body is matter, your mind is matter. Everything other than awareness is matter. And matter undergoes 6 types of changes. Asti jayate, now understand. Asti jayate, vartate, viparinate, apakshiyate, vinasyati. Asti means in the seed form, the vardhate, then it will come out. Then viparinidamate, then it's having old. Then apakshiyate, then it will deteriorate. Then vinasyati, it will go away. And that happens to my body. That happens to my mind also. Mind is also matter. Other than awareness, everything is matter. Matter changes. And so my real self, Lord's real self, which is one and the same, that doesn't change. Everything else changes. So it can evolve. So there's no problem with that.
She wanted to ask whether, I created idli. I created with my thought, but was it not God's thought that I made idli? That's what her question was, right, Sheila?
No, because if you are thinking that you are in sync with the Lord, that's a beautiful one. But if you do some criminal activity, you said God only made me.
Yeah,
George said, so it happened. So he went to the court. He said, my gurus told me that God is in me, so whatever I am doing, God is doing. So how you can penalize me? He said that your hand only did no. So I am putting you. Your God is outside. So I am only putting you in the jail. So how you are utilizing that knowledge is important.
your action to suit to
Uh-huh.
your
Yeah. So if you are utilizing it for improving things,
yeah.
to approximate to the idea of the Lord,
Yeah.
then it's fine. But if I utilize it to harm
Understand.
people, like Ravana also was a yogi par excellence.
Yeah.
Even Rama has to call him to do the puja. So intelligence as it is has no problem, but how we utilize it, that is the problem. That's why in that the other day I was telling Chamakam, that the names of Lord Shiva. He's saying Taskar, a killer. He's saying I am that. Who is the Lord of the killer? No, that intelligence is God's, even if it is utilized badly.
I remember this one line from the book. There was only one thought about creation that created everything. You read that line, chapter number
Yeah.
7.
I read.
So, so that is a little bit ambiguous, but the thought, we are not looking at the point it is asking us to see, that thought. We are into that who thought. That's the problem. Just the beauty of the book is as it is given, take your awareness how sequentially it is connecting, and it will open up, because the answer is you, which cannot be given to you, because it cannot be experienced by saying that you thought and you created everything. So it's a deeper realization that Babaji is guiding us to go through step by step,
Yeah. No,
slowly,
it's,
gradually.
yeah, I agree with you. I read it a couple of times and I also understood the depth of. But then, because when suddenly Shailesh said, I don't believe in creation, I was just
Okay,
No,
so
no, no.
about
Pick up,
this,
Let Shailesh
pick up
explain
one
further.
subject.
let me clarify that creator thing. So creator thing is coming from, it is there in the Upanishads. The stories that we have from our scriptures about the lady called Gargi.
Uh,
You know that story?
no.
She asked this question to the priest who was actually at that time, in a duel of discourses. There was a challenge going on, and the wisest of the men, he lost to this guy, and then Gargi says, "Okay, now you will have to debate with me." And he said, in those days, women were not allowed to debate, but for some reason, I don't remember the exact logic, but she was allowed to ask a question. She said, "Who created the universe?" He said, "Lord created the universe." Fine. Okay. Then who created the Lord?
No answer.
This guy had no answer. Where is the Lord? Where is he sitting? Where is the earth sitting? He said it is sitting on the Kashyap. Right? Who is holding the earth? Kashyap is holding. Okay, who is holding Kashyap? Lord is holding. Who is holding Lord?
I'm
No.
holding.
You understand? These are called rhetoric questions. So they have no ending. This is the reason why we need to drift away from concepts of that nature that can be endless, right? They don't lead us to any knowing, right? Any conclusion or any sort of satisfaction to our mind. Okay, so in order for us to reach a conclusive understanding, it's
Yeah.
always better to pick up things which are not of this nature, where you have no end. It is endless, right? That's why. This is the
If
reason
you
why.
yourself think of God concept, it is like when I created God, when I felt helpless. When I was seeking, I couldn't bear death. I said, "Oh God." When I couldn't bear pain, I said, "Oh God." That's where we created God. And we have attached many definition to it, which is simply everywhere present.
Yes,
With
and the mind creates all these things like what we have in duality, right? The murderer, the killer, is part of the same dream that you are and I are part of. And if you have so-called creator, they did not define them as bad. A killer was not defined as a bad. We defined them as bad. We drifted away from that thought of the God and then started making definitions of good and bad. Right? The killer, as far as I am concerned, there is no good, no bad. Right? This is how I am thinking now.
No, isn't it actually? Killer is not bad. His act is bad. His act was because of his creation of his thought, where he
Ah,
was for his
correct.
benefit.
But he was creating an experience again, which was just an experience,
Yeah,
nothing
which
good or bad. Even the experience was not good or bad.
uh,
Experience is just an experience.
ಡೋ ಪೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಡೋ ಬಿ
That is what we have to understand, because this is what we will have to learn in the days to come in the next part about there is no pap.
also
is it
see that how did you learn when you were become like doing MBBS? You practiced on a body which is dead only, right? The
yeah
surgery and all that. How we learned it? Through those dead bodies.
yeah
So the entire creation is given to us to realize that one truth. And there is no other way. If I teach somebody that killing is bad, but somebody has that urge, he will kill, then only he will learn that it is bad and he will not do it. So there is no way of judging, but it's seeing
no
it
no
as part of evolution.
yourself and lower self. It is nothing like that, but it's for our understanding. It was put forth. So
Hmm.
similar, creator is created so that our understanding becomes easier. This is what I say.
For us,
Hmm.
Present.
our mind to comprehend. So that's how Babaji is given simple, like
Yeah,
step by step understanding.
Yeah, so that otherwise we'll be in confusion and we'll not have the trust to bring in that understanding and the belief to analyze it.
Mm. So one difficulty we all face, I included, we all face one difficulty is that we are learning spiritual concepts. We exist in body and mind, right? So we tend to get mixed up. That is where we have to learn to stay with the context, right? In the world of the mind, everything has two aspects, more than one.
Yeah,
It is more than one, right? But in the world of spirituality, there is no other.
that's
These
the
two are
It means
contradictory.
heart. You missed the heart. You said we
Hmm.
live in mind and body, but there's heart. Babaji is saying to look at
no.
that.
Hmm.
What it brings. It brings all knowing. It
Yeah,
brings love, which is everywhere present. So
Hmm.
yeah,
when Ajay ji was saying that, I love this and I love that. But when I say I am love, it means whoever is saying love, I am there. That is how God is there. So my husband says, I love my son. I am there as love. When I am love, every love is replaced with me, with you. When you anchor that, when you say that I am love.
Yeah. So the confusion arises just because of the context, right? So when you have a question, immediately check where is it coming from, what is the context, then search for the answer. You will get the right answer,
yeah, got it.
right? In the world of the mind, certain concepts do apply,
Yeah,
and in the world of the heart, there are
yes,
no concepts. They
Maybe
are,
it's the driven by heart. What I want to hear, she knows. And that is how why she is not satisfied with any of our answers.
ah,
She will be satisfied only when she would say, "Oh, I know this, and this is what fits perfect in all scenario."
hmm.
And that's the God presence. That's how I am creating experience, and so everybody is.
no, it's quite understandable. Thank you so much.
Hmm.
And what I felt, right, like very good example of Ravana gave. He was enlightened, but still he was doing mistakes. That is what we were actually. Spiritually, behind the scene that I cannot see, I was evolved. But how I was living the life? In the herd, like others. I was not living my truth because nobody is speaking my language. How can I speak? And many were not understanding what I was speaking. That is where the change is happening. And the masses are high. With the age of evolution, whoever we are, if we start trusting what Babaji is trying to tell us, we will shift the weight of these qualities on earth, living qualities of God, which is inside us, not recognized, not used. As I said, that we are all amplifier of love. I'm not seeing it that I'm getting it. How am I giving it? How am I, you know, doing creation? I am doing creation. You have to take this word from the book that you are a creator. Go through your experience. Let the outcome come through your experience, not as a decided anything. No.
Your worksheet is very useful for that
Part two is amazing. You will bless us so much. I'm already seeing that.
because in part you do tell what your your creation was and wrong. That made you miserable.
Look at what your creations are is already done in week 6. And we are learning about creation in week 7.
I know.
Ah, good, good. Thank you. Chaliye, beautiful discussion today. So we will meet once again next week on Thursday and
Ajay ji,
on
keep ready with your Gyan ka capsules.
uh,
Backup, unified, and expand with the Gyan Tattva
So,
from existing wisdom sources.
yes. So next week, Nandita ji is going to present the summary, And I will request, there is no one has signed up for the quiet period practice for week 2. So I will request Jaya Golani ji. She will help us with the practice for the second week. So next Thursday, we will be here again. That is 11th of June. Okay. So thank you for participating. Thank you, Ajay ji, for this lovely sharing of
Thank you for
wisdom.
listening. Sorry.
And also Deepmala ji for a wonderful session today. So thank you,
And
Master.
Sheelam ji for asking very
Ah,
beautiful question.
yes, yes.
Everybody has it, but
Yeah.
nobody says. Can you
Thank you.
check in the chat if there is anything, Shailesh ji?
There is something Rohini ji has got. I feel experiencing everything and then choosing what to leave behind. That is coming back to life/God. I really couldn't understand that one. No. But she's also not here right now. So, okay. Um, Nothing else here. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.